I'm in an Orthodox Bible. Orthodox means original. We're going to be in the second book of Moses, Exodus chapter 2, the birth of Moses. Holy Spirit, please guide me. Now a man of the house of Levi went and took as a wife a daughter of the Levi. So the woman conceived and bore a son, and seeing he was a beautiful child, they hid him 3 months. But when she could no longer hide him, she took an ark of bulrushes, and daubed it with asphalt, and put the child in it, and laid the reeds by the river banks. And now his sister was watching from a distance to learn what would be done with him. And then a daughter of the Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, and her maidens walked along the riverside. And seeing the ark among the reeds, she sent the maid to get it. And so when she opened the ark, she saw the child crying, and the daughter of the Pharaoh had compassion on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrew children." And then his sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call a nurse for you from the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for you?" So the Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And then the maidens went and called the child's mother, Pharaoh's daughter. And then she said to her, "Take this child and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So the woman took the child and nursed him. And now when the boy was grown, she brought him to the Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses, saying, "Because I drew him out of the water." Wow. Moses flees to Midian. Chapter 11. Thus it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, that he went out to his brethren and saw their burdens. He also saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his brethren, of the sons of Israel. So he looked this way and that, and when he saw no one, he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. And when he went out the second day, he saw 2 Hebrew men fighting, and he said to one another who did the wrong, "Why are you hitting your neighbor?" And he replied, "Who made you the prince and judge over us? Do you intend to kill me as you killed the Egyptian?" So Moses was alarmed and said, "Surely this thing is known." And thus when Pharaoh heard this matter, he sought to kill Moses. But Moses fled from the face of the Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. And now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters who fed the sheep of their father Jethro. And they came and they drew water, and they filled the troughs of the waters of their father's flock. And then the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them, and watered their flock. And when they came to Reuel their father, he said to them, "How is it you came so soon today?" And they replied, "An Egyptian who delivered us from the shepherds, and he also drew enough water for us and watered our sheep." So he said to his daughters, "And where is he? Why have you left the man? Call him that he may eat bread." Then Moses dwelt with the man, and he gave Zipporah his daughter to Moses. And so the woman conceived and bore Moses a son, and he called his name Gershom. And for he said, "I have been a sojourner in a foreign land." Now, in the course of time, it happened that the king of Egypt died, and then the children of Israel groaned because of their labors and cried out, and their cry came up to God, and because of their labors. So God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then God looked upon the children of Israel and was made known to them.